What's going on, guys? Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Chump Change, as always. This is live and recorded. If you guys have any questions after the fact, leave in the comments below. What's up, Roadputs? Good to see you. Geek of all trades, Steven Cicero. What's up, buddy? We have Little Time Mining here. Who else? Depran, Joker Miner. You guys are awesome. Alexander, what's up, man? Automatic Beats, Sloth Squash. You guys are awesome. Sadie, sometimes. Good to see you. Are you guys making money today? Today's a good day. Look at this. Let's look at this. Look at this chart, man. Or not the chart, but look at Coin 360. It's green as hell. Deep green, almost a $1,700 ETH. We have some videos I want to watch. That guy Team Underground put out another video, so let's check that out in a minute, obviously, and then we'll get into it. But Fear and Greed Index again. I think they only up this once a day, so 62 still there. The only thing I could say about this market right now, everybody's on everybody gets hyped up, right? When things get like to the point of deep green and everything's rising, this usually happens. Like, you're gonna see a whole bunch more money and a bigger pump come in, and I mean 30k is definitely possible. So I guess we'll have to see, and then everything else is just gonna rise with it. And yeah, just be wary when we get to that 30k number or close to it. You might see a pullback. That's pretty much how it goes. But how's Dogecoin looking? Still hasn't hit 9 cents yet. I heard that Floki stuff still freaking pumping, but anyways, look at this. Look at that. That's amazing. That's lovely. This is the daily chart though, so we might have, you know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, I guess. I think it's gonna spell win right here. We got a W here. This will be the I, and then we're gonna have a, you know, a big old N right here. What's gonna happen? Watch. You guys wait. All right, let's see. Let's go to Team Underground. We'll see what his video says. This guy, again, I like his technical analysis because, for one, he puts his money where his mouth is. Two, he's just really cut and dry, and he doesn't feed bullshit, right? So let's just see what he says, and I hope we see a 30k Bitcoin. And I got YouTube Premium, so we don't have to worry about ads anymore, which is pretty nice. So let's do it.
All right, guys, welcome back to this new video. Damn, this is going to be an exclusive video. This is going to be a video that I don't really tend to make often, but just look at this, guys. I'm up $90,000 US and $30,000 US here on my second lost position that I opened just like 2 days ago.
God damn it.
I mean, the thing is that some people have said, Thomas, you were just lucky when you bought Bitcoin at $17,000 US. Well, first of all, if you actually go back to January the 1st, go back to the video that I made on January the 1st, where I actually said that at the start of each year you see a significant move, and all of the things were lining up that Bitcoin was going to bottom on January the 1st. That's exactly actually when the Bitcoin price bottomed out here. You know, I went into a long position here, exactly here on the bottom as well. And well, that's first of all, you know, you can't say like, Thomas, you just got lucky doing that, but look at that. I just bought here Bitcoin in this dip, and I basically predicted here. Let me actually go here to my second long position. By the way, I'm trading here on a Bybit, but if I go here to my second long position, just look at that as well, beautifully here, opened at the bottom. And yeah, I mean, let me actually remove here the indicators. And then you can beautifully see, yeah, this one is up here, $30,000 as well. And I think Bitcoin is going to go to $30,000. I'm going to tell you guys all about my target here in the short term, in the medium term, in the long term. Now, first of all, I think if you have missed out on Bitcoin, I believe there's, Bitcoin is still going to go down. I think it's still going to revisit lower levels in the future. But first of all, in a coming few months, I think Bitcoin is going to be in an up-only mode. Now, first of all, here is the...
He just said it's going to visit lower levels in the future. I hope not. That's terrible. See, that's kind of why I was saying I would have rather the pullback now versus once we get past 30K, because I don't want to see it go all the way back down and then, you know what I mean? It's just, it's way more scary the second time it goes down. That's my opinion.
Again, everything is just lining up here for Bitcoin to get a beautiful further continuation to the upside. And, exactly talks about this, the current price action. I basically predicted here, even it did here in my private channel. Of course, I have a private channel. And this was kind of my main scenario out there. And I basically said in my private channel, it wouldn't shock me at all if the Bitcoin price would have a move like this to the upside. And all of this is, again, based off my own indicator. I mean, I've been working months and months and months on this indicator. I released it at the beginning here of this year. I actually have a special offer in this video, so you're going to have to watch this video a little bit until the end, because that's where I'm actually going to talk about the special offer. We are going to run a discount. There's a specific reason why we're running a discount. But again, just watch this video all the way through the end. But this indicator, I've been working on this for...
In the chat, apparently Joker Miner and Dupran have snow or some bullshit, and he just said my wife won't do shit. And the kids, I have to redo everything they do. And Panda said I just screenshotted that and I'm sending it to your wife.
For months and months and months, years and years of experience, and we basically had all the signals lined up here. You would exactly 100% know what was going on here in the last 2 months here in terms of Bitcoin price action. First of all, if we go here to the long-term time frame, we can basically see here that we got two triangles here exactly at the bottom here of the bear market now. Now, first of all, my main thesis is still that if the whole FTX drama didn't play out, we would have still done something similar to this, like this to the upside. But guess what? The whole FTX drama took place. So we actually came down here and we actually got here a second triangle. And this indicated here the bottom of the bear market. This is exactly the thesis that I talked about here. I mean, if you get a triangle here at tops, for instance, that means the top of a bull market, and then here the green triangles mean a bottom of the bear market.
I wonder how they make those indicators, man. Like, how does that work? Just interesting. I don't know.
Or at least, that's the intention here of this indicator, of course, to indicate bottoms and tops. So basically we got those triangles. So then I was just going to look here at shorter time frames. I was looking at, triangles. I was looking at crosses. If you want to, again, have a full menu, there's a link to that in the description. But basically, I saw that liquidity was drying up. I saw historical volatility completely tightening up. And of course, we had the start of a new year. And the stock market as well was looking very, very good. So all things coming together, they ended up me going into a long position and basically calling here the bottom on the day, which I as well did here on Twitter. Just look at that. I basically said, may the bull run begin, exactly on the bottom of the bear market. I basically even posted here for free on Twitter that I was going to go long. Now, I didn't talk about my exact position, my leverage and stuff like that, my stop loss. That's, again, only posted in the private channel. But even on Twitter, I was talking about this and all of that publicly, and the long is currently still open. I put my money where my mouth is. My target's going to be 30K, so I'm going to hold this until 30K. I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to screw you guys over. Everything is just posted here on YouTube as well. So,
does that make you want to go into a long position, anybody? Or is it just me? Because I honestly do think that we're probably going to see 30K. I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? Obviously, I put, are you making money today as a poll, but I'll change that. I'm going to see. I want to know what you guys think now. Is it going to go to 30K? Because I think it was a pretty split decision last time I asked. So I'm kind of intrigued to know what you guys have to say.
What we got here after that is we got here a cross here on the daily time frame. And this was the exact main signal that I was actually looking for to go into a new long position here, because if I go back to, for instance, to 2019, you can exactly see this playing out. You get over here, you get a big mover to the upside. After the bear market bottom, you get triangles, which indicate sell pressure. Then what happens is you wait for a small green cross on the daily time frame, and then boom, the price gets an instant move to the upside, just like that, boom, instant move to the upside. This is the pattern that I was looking for. And you know, after that here in 2019, you actually saw that a second daily cross happened, and then another boom, major mover to the upside. But the most important thing to take away here is small green crosses on the daily time frame, especially after the bear market has bottomed, especially, you know, after an 80% correction. Those small green crosses, they are golden. Just look at that here as well, here on the bottom, and right over here again, a green cross. Boom, look at that. Boom, look at that. I mean, it is as easy as you can possibly get it. So those were all the signals here for me to go into long position. There's of course some other stuff behind the scenes which I can't really talk about, that I of course also look at. You know, that's the kind of stuff that I talk about inside the private channel. But I think that we're gonna go into 30k. I've talked about it here in the last video why we're gonna go to 30k. I mean, we're already seeing that since the last video. I mean, we're up. Wow, we're up like another maybe 10%, something like that. I make the last video crazy. Right over here, and we're up. I mean, we're up 10%. Just.
I mean, as far as I can see, I mean, Bitcoin seems to be pretty healthy. Again, I'm not a trader, and what I do here live, if anybody is new, please hit that like button. Appreciate you. Consider subscribing. Obviously, I just go through the guys that I follow here on YouTube, more or less, like traders and whatever news is going on during the day that I could pull up. I mean, articles right now, afternoon, I really don't like to read articles. I'd rather go over like Crypto Zombies videos and things along these lines. So hopefully you guys like watching this stuff as well. If you guys would like me to go over anything else, or you guys have any questions about mining stuff, please feel free to ask. Obviously, that is still a topic that I like to talk about, but just letting you know, this is what we're doing now. I just want to see what's going on in the trading
just like that sector. In a day since the last video, which I actually recorded yesterday. So yeah, my target is going to be $30,000 US. Going to be the one-to-one extension. If you want to completely find out why it's going to be 30k, just watch the last video. But one-to-one extension, quite easy like that. I'm going to have to go to here on log skill actually to fully draw it here correctly. My mouse is still broken a little bit. I should buy a new mouse.
Those lines on TradingView suck.
Here we go. This one. This is actually $31,000 US, but regardless of that, somewhere here around 30,000, somewhere around the cluster here of resistance, that's when I think the Bitcoin price is going to top out. Now, the thing is that I got a lot of questions actually in the last few days, like, Thomas, I still want to join a private channel. Thomas, can I please get access to WaveEdge? You know, I missed the discount. I wasn't watching your videos. I wasn't sure if you were actually going to be correct about the Bitcoin price moving up. You know, some people just wanted to see WaveEdge first in action. Well, I think you've seen it in action now. I think you can basically confirm here, yes, I am a trader. Yes, I do make profits trading Bitcoin. Well, at least at this point, I'm definitely making profits. If you want to join a private channel and find out exactly how I trade the market, and if you want to get access as well to the WaveEdge indicator, you have to join a private Telegram. Right now, we're running a 50% discount. I'm just going to...
Hold on. All right, somebody's asking about a Nexa thing in the chat, and I need to grab a new tab so I can look for that sheet, because I don't mind Nexa. I'm not really, I don't know. It's a shit coin as far as I'm concerned. But 2080 Ti on Nexa, if anybody knows in the chat, just throw it in there for me, please. I'm going to look at the sheet right now, and I'll post the sheet.
I'm going to do it for 48 hours, and after that, I'm just going to close it. I don't want to hear anyone talking about it anymore in my DM. No more Twitter DMs, no more Telegram DMs asking for a discount. You've now seen it in action. I mean, if you want to find out what my next position is going to be, and trust me, I'm going to go into a lot more positions. I'm a trader. I'm 24/7 pretty much analyzing the price, and if there's going to be a new opportunity, I'm going to be taking advantage of it. Again, listen to me. I'm going to promise you, I'm going to post much more trades in the future. And yeah, I mean, if you want to join, go check out the link in the description. 50% discount, 48 hours only. And again, the bull run has started, and I've basically warned here at the start of this year, once the bull run is going to start, you want to be in the private channel. You're going to see content there that you won't get anywhere else. You're going to see trades that you won't get anywhere else. And for now,
all right, he's just basically shilling shit. I'm going to skip forward a little bit.
And yep, that's pretty much it. And you get to see my trade.
All right, here we go. Here's the sheet for Nexa. Let's see. I'll put this link in the chat. 2080 Ti. I don't even know how to read this thing. Let's see. I think it was right here. 23, right? 23? Yep. 23. All right, so you're looking at this. Does that explain anything to you? 145 for the wattage. Like a hash per watt. core clock, offset, everything's right here. Like legit, this sheet gives you everything. So I'm gonna put this Google Doc. This is in my next video, how to mine it. There you go. Now it's in the live chat. All right. Now off the topic of Nexa.
Great.
What's up, Patrick guy?
Yeah,
how you doing, buddy?
Just beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I'm up a significant amount of money here, $120,000 and I'm still.
Right, he's just talking about the same thing in circles. We're gonna go to the next thing. Let's go check out Crypto Zombie. I want to see what his video says. I like him as a trader too, and he's very animated, and he's got the O face. Panda, he's ready. He's ready.
What's going on, guys? K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an exciting day today. My goodness, the price of Bitcoin has been absolutely skyrocketing. Now today, we had Bitcoin do something incredible. It actually finally got above the 200 weekly moving average, which we know historically has been that sort of bear market bottom, right? Now, we've been hanging out just below that. If Bitcoin can actually get above and close above that level, then literally we could be off to the races for Bitcoin. And the massive bull rally could finally have that confirmation to start. Now, there's a few other things I want to talk about, and the reason I'm not really going to cover the news today is because, let's be honest, the news doesn't matter. We've seen the news doesn't matter, right? We saw the SEC come out trying to create that FUD, trying to get retail to sell.
Yeah, the news is just kind of going in circles and shit.
Absolute opposite.
To be honest,
today we have a very few amount of things that we have to pay attention to. We are going to look at the momentum, see where Bitcoin is right now. But guys, very exciting. Make sure that you watch this video all the way to the end. I'm going to let you know everything that you need to know today immediately. So let's dive in. So guys, as you can see right here, Bitcoin is literally at the absolute most critical possible level that we could be at right now. We have talked about this level, guys. We talked about this downward sloping trend, right, which was acting as the support right here.
He needs to lay off the Red Bulls.
We also talked about this pivot level where we had this Terra Luna crash right here, which acted as resistance. We also spoke about the death cross, which is two moving averages, the 50 moving underneath the 200. And you can see right now, Bitcoin has officially popped above higher than all of them. If I zoom in right here, can you guys see that wick? Can you see that little wick right there? Now, currently, we are sitting below the majority of them with the exception of the 50. So technically, Bitcoin is sitting underneath all of them. We have made that test today.
That's kind of crazy.
But this, my friends, is the most critical level for Bitcoin. We want to see Bitcoin close above around 25,150. But the good news is over here on this candle right here, Bitcoin had actually put in a high of $25,246, and over here we put in $25,296. So this in fact does mean that we have now put in a higher high. In fact, this high right here is higher than this high. So we have a higher high structure, we have a higher low structure, right? This low and this low, right? This is a higher low, and on top of that, we've actually breached all of these critical levels right here. So this is maximum importance for Bitcoin. Now, of course, there is that possibility that maybe we do come back down and we continue to bounce around sideways. And I have said that that is a possibility. But the fact that we came up here, came back down, and had that retest, the bulls attempted to push through it yet again, as you guys can see right there. Look at that. Look at that candle right there. This is extremely, extremely bullish for Bitcoin. And if you want to know why we breached it just a little
if you got to zoom in on candles that hard, that's a lot of hopium, right? That's crazy. But you know what? He does this all day, every day. Real quick, all set miner. That's amazing, by the way. What I just read, 88 terahash at 1920 for watts on the S19J Pro. I'm assuming that's low power mode. That's amazing. Good stuff, man.
Stopped again. Look at the beautiful, beautiful symmetry, right? We had this upward sloping trend, then we had this downward sloping trend, and of course, if we take this bottom line and extend it all the way out here, look at exactly where we stopped, guys. Basically right there, within literally maybe $1 or two, maybe $10 difference, if that, not even, guys. Absolutely perfect. And this is how these levels work on these charts. And you can see that obviously we knew we were going to hit some resistance there. But as I said, you know, having Bitcoin close above this level right
network
here. And the reason we got that, you know, you take
bad
this,
friend.
whoa, went way too far back, guys. You take, you know, this pivot level right here, right? And we've been creeping up and taking out these highs, right? First, we took out this level right here. We retested it. Then we took out this level right here. We retested it. And now we are at arguably one of the final levels for the ultimate reversal.
That's kind of interesting,
for
actually.
Bitcoin. And, you know, as you can see again over on the futures, we hit that level. Now, just to point out, you know, Bitcoin was having resistance, okay? Right here, right here, right here. And look, that's exactly where we had that CME futures gap, and then that flipped to support. And if you look at it right now, we are putting in this uptrend. So, you know, again, even if Bitcoin was to come back down and retest around that $22,000 level, we would still be on that uptrend, right? And of course, like I've been saying, you know, crazy worst case scenario, you know, I don't know, everybody's excited right now. Let's say we get major rejection, you know, even if we were to close that CME futures gap and still stay up here, that would still be putting in higher low, higher high structure, right? So guys, if you do want to learn how to trade, make sure you check out the tutorial popping up above. And again, for all of my friends that do want to trade on a decentralized exchange, you don't want to worry about an FTX situation, check out Apex Pro if you guys want those rewards. I do have the link below in the description. But yeah, you know, just looking at something that, you know, if you want to take a slight short-term warning on the lower time frames, we did see, and this is the lower time frame, keep in mind, but we did see right here, we did get a little bit of whale selling. So basically, these arrows show up essentially when you have volume compared to single or smaller entities, right? So I don't know, say there's $100 million in volume, right? But they find out that, you know, like 40% of it is coming from just a handful of whales, then this is where this sort of comes, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but remember, you know, we saw the buying down here and that signaled upside. We're seeing some selling now. So we do have to pay attention to that because this is also coinciding, you know, with a red dot here and a potential, you know, curve over of this market cipher flow, right? So you might be getting something where, you know, down here we had this anchor wave, trigger wave, and that was the move to the upside. Just be careful if we have an anchor wave and then another trigger wave here, right? So the opposite of what we're doing right here, coming back here, that could signal that markets are going to cool off, okay? But remember, we are going into the weekend. We did have this nice retest. Remember, if we actually connect the tops of these wicks down here, you know, this level right here. And guys, you want to see the craziest bullish thing? Like, you guys want to get super excited? I almost feel irresponsible doing this. But if we take this area right here, sorry, I used the wrong tool. If we just take this trend from top, you take the widest point, right, from the top of there, and you move it over here to the point of the breakout, or, you know, let's just you know, take it with a grain of salt. Let's do the point of the retest, okay, right there. That puts Bitcoin at around $57,500 target. Now that does not mean that, you know, we're just gonna boom straight to it.
That's what. Oh, what was that article? I'm gonna have to look up that now. That was talk this morning. There was an article about that. Some trader was saying right around 54K in September. So I'll pull that article up again. We can look at it.
Does not mean that, but it does mean, you know, if you just want to kind of draw that level right here, you know, draw that level sort of right there, it does mean that at some point, you know, even with the retest or this or that, you know, whatever we do, at some point, you know, it does say that we should have the breakout at least to that level. Now that would
right here. This is it. Bitcoin primed to rally to 56K. Oh, look, they have a video now. You know, maybe we could watch that. Let's watch that after. I'm going to pause that. If it will pause. Okay. Apparently it's not going to pause. Well, we'll watch that in a minute.
Suck because we wouldn't quite get up to the all-time high. And, you know, we may have one of those, you know, crazy bears like where we did back here, right? Where we have this crazy move and then come back down. We never get back to the all-time high. And then it takes us, you know, another year before we go up. And I know people don't want to hear that. They don't want to go all the way up to 57 just to come all the way back down to 20 before going to the new all-time high. I know that that sounds crazy, but it's a possibility. But nevertheless, guys, I do think that, you know, currently, excuse all my scribbles right here, but I do think that we are potentially back in that bull move. And yeah, could we be having a similar situation where we had that, you know, sort of accumulation here and then boom? You know, could we be having that over here? Possibly, guys, possibly. And again, having a look at the S&P, I do believe that the S&P appears so far right here to be forming a descending broadening wedge pattern. And what is that? Well, as we saw right here, descending broadening wedge pattern, right? Keeps getting bigger and bigger like a megaphone. And, you know, those break out to the upside. So if we come over here and we're looking at this micro pattern, does that mean that we couldn't, you know, eventually come back down here again? I mean, we could. You know, we could eventually come back down, and then, of course, markets would crash. We'd probably fill that CME futures gap, but eventually,
Interesting.
You'd be
Eventually
looking
we'll
for
go
that
back
breakout
up.
to the upside.
I mean, everything says eventually go back. Shout out to Crypto Zombie. Again, I will leave links to all of this stuff we go over today down in the description below. All right, let's check out CoinDesk. So again, this is the article. Let's watch this. Oh, what the hell was that? Let's watch this thing, whatever this is. I'm going to not full screen on this though. I'm just going to go like this. I think. Does that work good? All right, let's see what they got to say.
Seen this spike in Bitcoin, and it seems to coincide at the very least with this recent BUSD debacle or situation with the SEC. Do you think that there's some connection there, that this is not so much a rally in Bitcoin as it is a sell-off in BUSD?
Yeah, so I think, when you kind of consider where the rally started, and, of course, it started with the low in November, and it really picked up in early January when it kind of regained that mid-June low around 17,800 and really rallied to a point where up until 25,000, of course, it's likely might have to do with some of those players kind of getting out of BUSD and getting, or even out of alts in general after some of the recent, regulatory angles that the SEC is taking. But really, there have been flows towards Bitcoin. But ultimately, the rally began, and it's more of a technical rally. And of course, it's one that's against all odds, and one that really came in the face of a lot of uncertainty in terms of what happened post FTX. But of course, kind of as I mentioned throughout many times coming on this show in late 2022, the second half of 2022, is that ultimately the macro conditions were improving. And of course, you had the FTX news kind of slap the digital asset rally in the face, but that kind of moved to the rear view, little contagion, little forced selling to follow. And now you had that technical rally up until, again, a relentless rally that really was 2 weeks of essentially wiping out 5 months worth of gains. So, Bitcoin does rally when those least expect it. And I would consider now the price being above the 200-day moving average as just another signal that, this could be, again, the beginning of a new bull market.
Yeah, do you think...
Real quick, I just ended the poll in the chat. 50% of you said yes, and 49% is pretty much split. Will it get above 30K soon? So, interesting. I don't know. I'm wondering if this is just like a relief rally or not. I guess only time will tell, but...
I think those technical aspects of it in part played a role in some of the liquidations we saw. Now, leverage isn't what it used to be, of course, when and during the halcyon days of I don't know, 2021, whatever it was, when they were just like giving away money, and you could leverage to. Do you think that this is it? I mean, do you think that we're returning to that kind of day when, the technicals kind of snowball and lead to these, I don't know, I don't want to say inappropriate rallies, but definitely rallies that seem to be outsized based on what the catalysts are?
Yeah, well, I mean, don't forget that Bitcoin has perfectly inelastic supply, right? And so when demand rises, and what you saw over even in the bear market in 2022 is that holding trends remain strong, and much people and a large part of supply was really held throughout that bear market. So ultimately, it continues to be more scarce, and when you have that demand, of course, you're going to have these rallies that can really, really take hold. And of course, traders like to get involved. There was some shorts. There were a lot of people that were confident in Q4 that they were going to see lower prices, and I'm sure some of those were liquidated. And now you're starting to see open interest rise across some of the futures and perp platforms, and that's a sign that traders are again entering space. And certainly in the beginning of a new trend, a rise in open interest does show that there is interest in following that trend.
So in the chat, Keith Betts is saying Conflux pumped like insane, or somebody said that. Hold on, was it Keith? He said he wished he saw it and put $1,000 on it. Who the hell said it pumped? Oh, it was you, Keith. All right, 158%. Jesus, did it really? I'm gonna have to get out of this for a second. Conflux, I'm gonna check. Again, we can talk about anything you guys want. I'm just going over random crypto news shit that I find because I find it interesting. God damn. 29.7. What was it the other day? Let's just see. I guess, yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. That's nuts. Over 2x, man. Does anybody hold Conflux? Any of you guys? Pretty neat. What's it have to do with anything though? Like what What made it pump? There had to be something. There had to be some news. He said, what is it? They have put code on a cell phone SIM card for China cell phones. It's on their site anyway. Really? Interesting. Yeah, Conflux, I believe, is a China thing, right? China coin or whatever. I'll have to let me see if I can find anything on that, and we'll finish watching. Where the hell are we? This thing. I'll Google it while we're watching this.
Such as on Binance.
All right. So we've got this Bitcoin parabola chart, and so analysts expect a continued move higher. That Bitcoin could see more than double in value in the coming months. And this information coming from emerging asset groups, William Noble telling CoinDesk that Bitcoin could move from consolidation to another parabolic move back to $56,000. Going parabolic is an expression you often use in the crypto market to describe an expected impulsive move higher with limited downticks. Do you agree?
So I think one gauge and one comparison we can make is really the rally that took place following the 2018 bear market. Bitcoin hit a low in December of that year, and it rallied about 300% from that low into the high in the following June. And so that actually was a perfect 62% retracement from the previous high down to the previous low. And so when you kind of consider that and you kind of take that playbook, a 62% retracement, of course, there will be volatility on the way, but that would bring us to around 48,000 if we were to retrace a large part of the pullback that we saw. So ultimately, I think that this rally is ultimately just beginning. And just as we said earlier, it can really take hold, and especially if equities continue to remain strong and ultimately illustrate that the market is in fact better than what many have feared. And I think that the relative value of finding crypto off of its highs as equities continue to perform relatively well, I think that will kind of lead to further flows into crypto because it's still off of its highs significantly.
Where do you say further flows into crypto? Are you talking basically the two majors, ETH and Bitcoin, or are you throwing in the alts too? I mean, it seems like there's been a shakeout in the alts.
I think I found some stuff.
Some of the,
everyone
seemed to have a layer one that had to have a coin, but I don't know. Solana's having a tough time relative to where it was a few months ago. What do you think is going to happen there to the alts?
So I think that, when you kind of consider every bull and bear market, you kind of look at the top 10 and there is a lot of change that occurs through each cycle. And I think that ultimately that will slow. However, bear markets do kind of weed out the weak, and those that deserve to stick around, those that have the use case, those that have the strong teams behind them should continue to move forward. And ultimately there are.
That's pretty much like everybody knows that, right? Well, shout out to CoinDesk. I'll put a link to their article here in the description as well. They do have a YouTube channel too, so go sub to them if you're not already. All right, look at this. So thank you, Keith Betts, by the way. Yeah, so this is exactly what you just put in the chat. China Telecom, second largest wireless carrier in China. 390 million plus mobile subscribers. That's crazy. Has partnered with Conflux to develop blockchain-enabled SIM cards. So the raise in Conflux came from the following news. China Telecom, the second largest carrier. Yeah, all right, I literally just read that. So I hate how friggin' certain things do that. They just like post the same shit over and over. Conflux, CFX receives a bullish rating Thursday. It is in time to get on board. Is it time to get on board? Let's see. Bullish. Over the last 5 days, Conflux has earned a bullish rating on the Investor Observer Sentiment Score. The Sentiment Score measures the performance of Conflux over the past 5 days by volume and price movement. The Sentiment Score provides a quick short-term look at crypto's recent performance. This can be useful for both short-term investors looking to ride a rally and long-term investors trying to buy the dip. Price levels, Conflux is currently trading near its 5-day high of 14 cents. Well, we just saw it was around 12 in CoinGecko, right? The coin is 8.64% off its 5-day high, and it's 174% higher than its 5-day low. That's insane. Holy shit. That's crazy. That is crazy. You know what? I want to see what else is pumping. What do you guys want to check out? Let's look at Nexa, right? Nexa, because we were talking about that a little earlier. Somebody asked. So I want to see what Nexa is at. Is Nexa pumping? I know Conflux is obviously that news is entirely whatever over in China. You know, they're doing some innovation with the cell phones, so obviously it makes sense. Floki is another one that's like because of a tweet, right? Realistically. Let's see, what am I doing? I don't even know. So next 5 zeros down there. Let's see where we at now. So we jumped to decimal place, right? Not too bad, I guess. It's up 1.2%. All right, let's check out Floki. Floki, is that how you call it? Spell it? Yeah. It's this one, right? What the hell's the difference? What? All right. Holy shit, 72%. Goddamn. Man, these people, man. He wasn't shitting when he posted that picture of the girl feeding the other girl milk. And that was Twitter and all of everybody that follows him. All right, what is this? So Floki MUSK. Like, why is there so many? Baby Moon Floki, Floki Grow, Floki Swap. What is happening? This is all shit coins. All of this whole thing, all over Elon Musk's dog's name. Insane. All right, let's some knockoff shit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, realistically, everything's knocked off of Doge, right? Doge whale. What the hell was that? This is a Doge whale coin? The frick? It's insane. I'm still kind of shocked that this thing has been in the top 10 for a long time. It's still ranking number 10 now. It was number 9, I believe, right? Up 1.7%. It's almost 9 cents again. Wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Matic took it. All right. So, yeah. Polygon and Matic have been... blah. Polygon, Matic, and Dogecoin have been flip-flop in 9 and 10. So, interesting. What else you guys see? What else you guys see move? If you have 1K Doge baby coins, you might get 1 Doge. What is let's see what baby Doge is. I have literally 11 billion. Baby Doge. Is it one word? I think. I think it's this one, right? It's down 4.8%. It is down. Can you even sell this shit? Where can you sell it? Let's see. MEXC. Yeah. Another one of those exchanges. CoinX. Pancake Swap. I have not heard a lot of these. I don't know about you guys, but interesting. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Gate.io. Well, that's kind of I mean, at least you could sell it somewhere, right? I mean, it's total shitcoin. I mined it for like a day with all my rigs just to see what would happen with it. And yeah, got a ridiculous amount. Let's see. I call my side piece Baby Doge. I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Automatic beats. You got to get away from that ganja. You know what I mean? All right, Caspa to the moon. Oh, let's check out Caspa. What do you guys want to see? Let's see what we got. Other coins. Give me coins you guys want to see. 7.3%. Caspa is one of those things I've never gotten into this coin at all. I don't have any. I don't have a wallet. It's a core wallet, right, for this? Where can you sell Caspa? Yeah, same thing. Is CoinX legit? Does anybody know? Because I mean, Trade Ogre like accepts everything. I feel like MEXC also accepts everything. TXBit, same thing. CoinX, I don't know though. Dave Jack, you think MEXC is legit too? But use Trade Ogre. So Trade Ogre is the best out of all of them. Let's see. It's very easy to mine, low temps and power. Yes, you know what? I actually did hear that. Super easy to mine, Caspa. I think that's why a lot of people went to it actually, because like once Ethereum was gone, you know, it kind of stuck between shit coins that are just sorry. I stopped yawning. Jeez, exhausted. Just shit coins that, you know, take way too much power and you don't really get a crazy yield. If I can buy it on Coinbase, I will. Yeah, I told you that. I just don't care about Jasmine. Let's see. So told me to mine it right after the merge. Yeah, he was saying it for a little while before that, actually. He was making videos about Caspa. He was like one of the first ones that talked about Caspa. So what's, all right, you know, let's go with this. Caspa. If I could spell, holy shit. All right, so Caspa is a proof of work cryptocurrency which implements the Ghost DAG protocol. Unlike traditional blockchains, Ghost DAG does not orphan blocks created in parallel, rather allows them to coexist and orders them in consensus. Caspa block is actually a DAG block. You know, let's check out Crypto Slate. Crypto Slate's a good site if it would open. There we go. This generalization of Nakamoto consensus allows for secure operation while maintaining very high block rates. Currently, one block per second, aiming for a 10-second, dreaming of 100-second, and minuscule confirmation times dominated by internet latency. Caspa network is secured by miners through proof of work and uses an algo known as K-heavy hash. Heavy hash was chosen for forward compatibility with photonic miners when they became available. Interesting. How many of you guys here hold Caspa or mine Caspa? Put one in the chat if you like have Caspa. I'm interested to know. Anybody does. I do. Perfect. Yeah, I'm just interested. Joker miner with 0. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've never really dug into it, but I've heard it's really easy to mine, and it's people like it, so makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? Panda bastard. Let's see. All right, nice, whole bunch of people. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I thought about getting some Caspa. I thought about it, but we'll see. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to finish watching a little bit of this. I kind of want to hear a little bit about Solana here. Oh boy.
High potential.
You see that? They just tried to throw a commercial in, and then it was like, oh shit, he's got premium. Never mind. That's why I just did that. That's funny. All right, so we watched this morning a bit. Again, shout out to Altcoin Daily for this video with Raul Powell and the interview they had with him, basically. So he gave an Ethereum price prediction, basically, or he said where he thought kind of Ethereum was going. If you guys didn't see this, go check out their video first, obviously, but you can watch this morning's video if you'd like. I want to watch a little bit of this, and then we will yeah, if you guys have any questions, just at me in the chat. If you sell all your trash coins when price up, I think he meant to say, can you not use the cash to get flux for your node? Are you asking me? Question, Titan Nightmare. I'm confused. Are you asking like me personally for my node, or are you asking in general? Because yeah, like you can. I don't know if you guys heard of this place, simpleswap.io. I have a referral for this if you guys are interested, down in the description below. It doesn't like doesn't affect your guys' trades or anything, but I do get like a kickback or whatever if you use it. But this is you can swap shit through here, and it's like so seamless and super easy. This is how I get all my flux. So like when I used to mine Ethereum, when I wanted to create my first node, I swapped Ethereum for flux, and it was just the easiest way to do it for me, right? And you can take some shit coins and swap it into other coins if you want here, and then trade it for flux. It depends. Like some coins you can't, like, they're not compatible to swap easily, I guess. But there's a lot of coins that you can swap into like BTC or ETH like this. You know what I mean? So feel free. Yeah, flux. I mean, like I said, I like flux. Nothing bad against flux. I just hope they just need more mainstream adoption. That's really my only thing. They think they don't need people, but at the end of the day, the consumer is the person that they're going to need money from to grow. All right, let's check this out. I want to hear what the rest of this has to say about Solana, because we didn't get to listen to this morning, and then we'll do a little AMA before I get out of here.
I totally understand, for all the reasons you mentioned, why Ethereum has sort of maybe some of the best upside potential with some of the least risk in crypto. But why Solana? Because it seems like they have so much sell pressure from the FTX, owned a lot of it. What makes you bullish?
Because everybody thinks the same thing. Everybody got forced out. Everybody's like, the chain breaks. Tell me something we don't know. Do you assume that the team at Solana, who are very smart, don't know that and haven't been working on it? Of course they have. Well, all the VCs, they're all stuck. Everybody knows this. So then you've got to say, okay, what happens if everybody's wrong? What happens if it is actually that vibrant ecosystem that has the second largest NFT community and is onboarding a lot of people and has retail stores and has a mobile phone and is doing deals with Meta and is... Okay, well then the price is well wrong. So I just flip up the chart of ETH in 2018 and then put it against the chart of Solana. They're pretty much identical. ETH did 47x from that low.
Holy shit.
And we got down to $9 or whatever it was, or $8 in Solana. I mean, it's already up.
Hold on. We got to look now. Now I'm interested. So Solana and ETH basically go for the same thing, right? That's kind of like what they're gauged towards. Let's 1 year. Solana was, yeah, it was upwards over $100. Yeah, 130 something bucks. Shit. Max. What was the max? All-time high. Holy hell. The bull run, it got to 250. Holy shit. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Are you guys into Solana? Red Panda, have a good day, buddy. Have a good day. Appreciate you. Yeah, do you guys, I don't know, do you hold Solana? Are you interested in Solana? Because I thought about picking up some, and it's actually really cheap right now. I didn't know it was this cheap. I'm kind of pissed I didn't get it in December when it was $10. The hell. God damn it. But it's still only $20. So it's like way cheaper than normal. I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys hold Solana. I'm interested. CoinGecko says it's at 23.63 right now.
A decent amount already. And so you've got to ask yourself, is the narrative right? It's the same with the recession idea, right? If everybody knows it to be, then everybody's positioned for it. So in which case, imagine if Solana continues to do well and their hacker houses continue to build great products and they get traction in places that we didn't expect. They're one announcement or something, some adoption moment away from everybody having to panic. And if I look at the chart of the ETH Solana ratio, it's been this beautiful downtrend. And it's touching its nose up against that thing. Now, does it break out? I don't know. I don't have a huge bet in Solana, but I have a bet. And I would, if I saw the right situation, move some of my ETH into Solana. And that applies to other things too. But what Solana's interesting is it got battle tested. Right? Others haven't been battle tested. Polygon's not really been battle tested in the same way yet. You know, we haven't seen the full size of the community. Solana is very...
What happened with Solana? Wasn't there something that happened that was kind of a big deal? Was there like some sort of hack or something? I don't know why I vaguely remember something happened to Solana, and I can't remember what it was. If you guys know in the chat, let me know.
Very vibrant. So that's why you battle test something, got the Lindy effect where it survived, and then we have a crypto spring and bull market arriving, and we can see real economic activity going on there.
Oh, the network couldn't handle the transactions.
And this would be more of a trade for you to accumulate more ETH. It's not, what I'm hearing is it's not so much long-term. You're willing to take the bet.
Wait, what? RC, they were bailed out by FTX? Oh, that's kind of sketchy. That's really sketchy.
I'll take this bet for the next, for this whole cycle. So, I'll take that bet for 2 years and wait and see. Now, if it doesn't play out and something happens, I'll change it because it's not my core. Well, ETH I won't change. You know, sure, I might eventually use some of my ETH for some other stuff and some other bets where I think it might outperform ETH, but generally that's my core position. And then, you know, we'll see how it goes.
And if Bitcoin gets, let's say, 120K to 150K this cycle, if Ethereum is getting close to 10K this cycle, Solana could maybe get to what this cycle?
1,000.
Dare to dream. Dare to dream.
You know, maybe not. Maybe it's 500. Maybe it's back to the all-time high. Any of those are all great outcomes. You know, any of us will take that. So we've got a battle-tested chain that has real economic activity that can go from wherever we are today, $24 to $240, whatever the high was, 283, I can't remember, whatever it was, is, well, okay, I'll take the 12x. That's the worst case.
Yeah, 12x is great in any other industry.
Yeah, not in early stage tokens, but they come with higher risk.
Raul.
So Solana is your maybe number one counter narrative crypto pick, but I'm going to put to you 3 name coins. You can only choose one: Cardano, Algorand, Avalanche. Which one you like?
It's a long pause.
I don't know, and I'm going to say Avalanche.
Whoa, Avalanche over Algorand and Cardano.
Well, that's pretty much the Solana
Well,
talk.
I would rank, if you wanted to rank them, I would put Cardano third. I don't know between Algorand, and I know the Algorand guys pretty well, and I know the Avalanche guys pretty well. They're both trying to solve similar kind of things, which is finance, real assets, bunch of stuff like that. And they're both smart groups. So I don't know who will win out of those two. But I would say that Avalanche, because of its speed and its, you know, those subnets or whatever they're called, you know, they might have the technological advantage, but I don't know. Don't hold a strong view on any of those.
Mm-hmm. But the reason Avalanche you like it the best is because you like what they're doing with subnets, that they're prioritizing for speed and transactions, which, you know, a lot of cryptos are doing, but, you know, they're executing.
Yeah, that's right. They're executing, they're doing volume. It's a real, you know, it's a real thing. And I know they've got, you know, good plans to try and do more.
Yeah, Jake West, I kind of agree. He does just pump his own bags. I mean, if you had certain level of influence, you know what I mean? I get it. Makes sense. But yeah, some people are like that, man. Unfortunately. All right. Let's see. Dead air. Yeah, that wasn't me though. That was them pausing. I didn't expect to be that him holding up that you know, long of a breath to make a decision. But anyways, all right. Either way, the market's looking fantastic today, guys. This is great. Hopefully it stays this way and hopefully it continues to pump, but just be careful. Once we get upwards of that 30K or even a little bit over 31, 32, gotta be wary, you know? All right, let's do a little AMA before I have to get out of here. I gotta go wake the kids up real soon. So I'm gonna bring down this this chat if I can see it. Back to work for me. The real grind part of the day. Yeah, Crypto Mining Insider, have a good day, buddy. It's a Fed trap. You think so? Imagine. Oh my god, that'd be terrible. Imagine. Yeah, I mean, just make sure you guys are, just be smart. Just be smart, right? Because it could I don't know, if it takes a shit, it could go back down to under 20 and then everything else is gonna be dragged through the mud with it. So I'm really hoping that it can, I don't know, it can hold itself. If it holds strong here, we're pretty good, you know? I think holding 25K will be a real challenge. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Crypto 440. Same thing. Like if it holds 25, like it needs to break 25. It already did this morning, is back under it. I hope it goes and it holds steady around 25. Because if it does that, then we're okay. Geek of all trades is saying 30K, then 15K, then 57K by July. Sell the 30K in May and walk away. Yeah, that's we heard that in Crypto Love's channel, actually. He said sell in May and walk away, right? Is that what it was? So I guess we'll see. We will see. Hopefully. Who knows, man? Nobody knows the future. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Again, I do have to jet, but hopefully you guys are having a good rest of your day and everything is going well and everyone's making money and everyone's happy. The whole 9 yards. If you guys have anything you guys want to talk about potentially like tomorrow or the next day or anything you guys want to specifically see, just let me know or leave it in the comments. That'd be awesome. Sell your body in May. Listen, if I have to, I guess, right? DJ said he sold all kinds of stuff to buy that K7. Is that what he bought? I think it was a K7 the other night. And then I responded in the chat. I said, how's your ass, though? Oh, it was a riot. Anyways, yes, Zill worked. Panda, what are you doing this on? I heard somebody say it worked. Somebody else in the chat said it worked. Just before I get out of here. But then my overclocks went after. so your overclocks suck, is that what you're saying, Panda? But what happened? What are you mining it on? Oh, the Flux and Zill Mini Z. Ah, all right, there's a new miner. I got you. Well, I'm not mining with GPUs right now, so I'm like out of that loop. Anyways, I'm looking forward to the video, Panda. Looking forward to it. All right, guys, have a good day. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll try to get another video out for you guys. Hopefully, maybe. If not, then oh well. I'll see you live. Peace out. Have a good day. Hit that like, please. Peace.